Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nogutula Khunge, and if it's your first time tuning in, welcome. Please do subscribe so that every time I upload a video, you will receive a notification. To my old gang, thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate you. It's very nice, we are growing, the channel is growing, and also it's very nice to interact with you guys via the comment section. It really means a lot for me. So today we talk business. It's based on a question that I've been asked by two or three people about business, and I thought, you know what, I should just come here and share it with you. For those who do not know, I'm a full-time student. I am a student at the Nelson Mandela University doing business studies. I also have a company called Tully's Art. It's a natural hair brand. So I've been going on in this business thingy for, I think, almost 5 years. Yeah, I think so, almost 5 years. It has been growing. It has had its own hiccups, but it's such an interesting journey, and I've been watching it growing. Yeah, so I have some couple of points that I would like to share with you. How I started my business. So my business basically is a natural hair brand where we do crochet wigs, where we do afro puffs, anything that is natural for black hair. So how I started is that I grew up with a with a group of girls that we used to plait each other's hair. So that's how I got creative when it comes to hair. And then after I did metric, the only thing that I did, or the only thing that made me to survive, it was doing people's hair. At that time, I must say that I never thought that I could actually make living out of doing people's hair. For me, it was just a hobby. It was just something that I would do whenever I want pocket money. Years went by, no employment. It seems like there were no progress. I think simply because I was not really looking to the talent that I had, up until circumstances really pushed me to really pay attention to what I was given it. So initially, I would say that when you realize that you have this passion for something, dig research about it. I think that is point number one. Dig research about it, then try to understand what solution would you bring by your service or by your product. What solution are you bringing with your product or your service? And also, the reason I say that do research, you need to be fully aware of the industry that you'll be operating in. And also, I'm a firm believer of writing down everything that you want to see in your business. I think I've accomplished a lot of things simply because I was writing down everything that I wanted. And most of the time people would say that, you know what, you don't know where to start because you need money. Yes, you do need money, but I will tell you, the way I have been tackling this business thing is that once I've discovered that I have this talent, and when I have made up my mind that, you know what, I want to invest in this, I see myself having my own salon, having, visualizing the very structure that I have and the setup of the salon that I have. It has really helped me to be where I am at right now. I do not have a salon, at hand yet, but I am moving towards there. So try to visualize what you have for your service or product. Use what you can to get what you want. Use what you have and do what you can in order to have what you want. You may not get it today, but eventually the small steps that you take, they move you forward, and before you know it, you will just be reaching your destiny. So write down every vision that you have for your business. Right, when you have written down everything that you want for your business, look at the current moment. What do you have? How can you use it? You don't have capital, you don't have stock. How can you have stock? And when I say you don't have stock, you can even have two items or few items. Sell those items. Don't use the profit for your own benefit, but reinvest it. But in the process of reinvesting in your business, also try to grow it and try to have savings. I'll tell you what, I have opened a business account and I've also opened a business service. So what I do is that I would yearly and monthly, I would write down things that I need for the business to grow the business, what I will need for the year and for the month. And then each time I get a client, I split the money, the profit, into the things that I want to buy and to a saving. It doesn't matter even if it's a 10 rand, put savings there. Why? Because there'll come a time where you will need a large sum of money, and maybe you won't even have a bank to borrow you that money, or maybe you get a chance to market your business. Here comes this time, you don't have a table, you don't have all the equipment, the marketing equipment that you need for a marketplace. So it's very important that each and every sales that you get, you save some of the money and you buy what you need for that particular month or that particular period. Trust me, it really works. It has been working for me. The other thing is that you really need to know your competitor. You need to know your competitor so that you can better your brand. Here's the thing, there are many people, there are plenty people that sell afro textured wigs, but I still need to be different from them. As much as you are selling the same product or offering the same service, but I should have the advantage. They call it the competitive advantage. Make sure that you find the competitive advantage. The competitive advantage could be the way how you deal with your customers. Customer service is very much important. Are your customers satisfied? Do you only get satisfied when as the owner of the business, when you reach sales or when your customers are happy? Having to do a follow-up. Are you happy with the product? Are you happy with the with the service that we are offering? How's the product treating you? When are you going to buy again? That thing may seem as if you are wasting time, but you are not. But you are investing and you are inviting your customers to keep on coming back to you. Some of the people will come back to you not because you offer the best product, but because of how you handle yourself, how you conduct yourself, how you conduct your business, the way you interact with them, the way you keep the connection to them. They will come back simply because of your customer service, not because of the product itself. So it's very important that when you do business with people, you don't just you don't only go after profit, but you also be mindful of how they feel about the product, and how you treat them. Always keep that in mind. Sell them the product and make sure that they come back to you. So I hope that has made sense. And also, when you start a business, you will never be perfect from the get-go. You keep on improving. What I usually did when I started crocheting Afro wigs, I sold to a couple of people, because here's the thing with me. As I have mentioned, that I never imagined that I will actually make a living out of this. But when I started, people wanted to buy the wigs that I did for myself, and for those first customers who bought the wigs, I wanted a review, and I knew that maybe they will say something that I won't like, but eventually what I won't like hearing will help me to actually get what I would like to hear. So always, keep in mind also having a feedback from your clients. Where would they like you to improve? That'll be very helpful for you to grow your brand. So far I haven't received any funding, and I am working towards that. But one thing that I have vowed to myself, that I won't go for funding up until I know for sure what am I going to do with the money, because I don't want to be given a large sum of money and I don't know what to do with it, or I just misuse it. Keep every record of every transaction that you make. Write down the expenses of the business. Write down, what you did with the money. Make a profit or loss statement. If you don't have an idea of that, it's basically writing down, the amount that you have received, the things that you have bought for the business, and if you have paid yourself, write it down. If you have used the business money for your personal use, also write that down, because when it comes to investors, when they want to invest you, they will ask you for your profit or loss statement. You need to locate your money, so make sure that you locate what you did with the money. And it will also help you to know, it will also help you not to misuse the money, because now you are accountable of writing down what you did with money. And I'm sure you would like to see, when you are doing that profit or loss statement, to see that you have bought MACD, or you have done something that is really unnecessary. So it makes you to be accountable. So I would say that every month, make sure that you write down the expenditure, the profit that you have made, and how you have allocated your finances. It will really, really help you. And that's the end of the video. I hope that it has helped you in some way. And if you have some of other questions that I didn't mention, or some points that I didn't mention here, feel free to ask on my comment section. I'll surely attend it. Up until the next video, bye. Thank you very much for watching this video.